vehicles that are used to construct grander versions of ourselves. Okay, and I'm hoping that everybody can hear me and can see me. Awesome. And so they are used to help us to experience ourselves as well as experiencing others. So relationships are these vehicles that are used to help you to experience yourself and develop a sense of who you are, right? And who you want to be, who you are becoming as a soul being evolving. Okay. And so through your relationships with people, places, and events, you exist as who you show up as who you show yourself up as to be, or who you identify yourself as being within that relationship. So you're always showing up, no matter what type of relationship you're in, whether you're in a relationship with your children, your spouse, your friends, your co-workers. So that relationship is asking you, you know, who are you showing up as? You decide who you want to show up as within those relationships at any given time. So you are who you are in relation to, right, who another person, place, or event is being at that particular time. So you decide who you want to be in relation to what that person or who that energy is giving to you. All right. So it's your decision, it's your choice. Okay. And so therefore your relationships are being used to demonstrate and construct who you really are. Okay, so it's giving you the opportunity, the relationship is giving you the opportunity to construct who you want to be at that given moment and at that given time. So you can choose to use your relationships constructively and consciously. So you have an opportunity to be conscious in who you're being and what you're having at that given moment within that relationship, right? And that energy exchange with another being, right? Or even that energy exchange in that event that is taking place. Okay. And so you can be at the receiving end of the relationship, or you can be the creator, because we're constantly co-creating. So you can be the creator of that relationship that you are in. You can help to co-create what is happening between yourself and another, or yourself and the experience or the events that are taking place within, you know, the construct of the relationship that is happening or taking place. Now, if you are on this info session and you are listening to the words that are coming from my mouth and you're here with me and Diana, then you certainly are someone, you are a soul being who would like to certainly be the co-creator of your relationships and what you're being and doing and having, and not necessarily wanting to be the victim on the receiving end of, you know, the relationship or what it is bringing to you. So one of the things that I like to bring out about relationships is to have a clear intention for the relationship, whether it's a relationship with your spouse and significant other, or whether it's a relationship with a friend, a co-worker, or even your children if you have children, right? It's coming to the relationship with what is the intention for the relationship. You know, are we intending to be partners here and grow? Are we intending to have this relationship? Are we coming together for temporary terms, or is this long term? Or are we coming together for just even a business partnership and things of that nature? What are we intending to do with the relationship that we are, you know, intending to construct here together? So we should kind of think about, you know, doing nothing without intention, always having an intention first, because whatever the intention is will be the result of that particular relationship and or thing. So it will manifest, okay? So having an intention for the relationship and deciding which part of yourself you would like to see show up, okay? So, you know, what part of yourself you would like to see show up within a relationship is very important. Would you like to have the joyous side of yourself show up at that particular time? Would you like to have the serious side of yourself show up at that particular time? And things of that nature. So it comes with some forethought, right? Some self-assessing as to who you want to be at that particular time. Am I going to be the demanding mom? Am I going to be the calm mom? At any given moment. Okay. So it gives you an opportunity to ask yourself, who do I want to be at this particular moment, especially through, your giving within a relationship. So any relationship that you are a part of, you certainly want to come with the spirit of giving. It's not necessarily what you can get from the other, but what can you give to the relationship? Okay. What can I give? How can I give in this particular moment or within this relationship to assist the other's growth as well as my own growth within the relationship? A lot of soul beings or people come to a relationship with, what can I get? What can I get from this person? What can they give me? What can I gain, from it? But if we take the perspective of what can I give, okay, because what you give to another, it returns back to you. I don't know if you guys have ever heard the saying, give and it shall be given unto you. What you do to another or what you do for another, you eventually do for yourself. So if you give, it will be received unto you. So if we can come to our relationships with what we can give, what can I give? What can I give? It will be returned back. And so, and also understanding that we are trying to come to relationships in a sense of wholeness, right? Not wanting to establish relationships in the sense where we are looking for others to complete us within the relationship, but coming in a sense where we are whole, right? And because when we come to a situation or a relationship where we're looking for the other to provide something for us, and they may not be able to meet that expectation, then there's a dissonance there. There's a conflict there. So, we want to certainly come to our relationships in a sense where we are whole and that we have everything that we need, because we are born with everything that we need within us. Okay, we come here with all that we need. We just have to be able to tap into those areas and activate them during our course here, our life journey here in this realm on this earth, right? So the purpose of relationships is not to have another to complete you, but it's an opportunity for you to share your completeness with another. Okay, no matter whom it is, whether it's your children, whether it's your spouse, whether it's a friend, whether it's a co-worker, whether it's a business partner, and things of that nature, or even your own parent, right? Your own parents. So you do not need another to complete who you are, but the assistance, here's the caveat here. You do not need another to complete who you are, but the assistance of the other assists you in constructing a grander version of yourself. Okay. They help to construct a grander version of yourself and who you are becoming. Because relationships are like mirror images of yourself. They are there to help you to see yourself through the other person, through the relationship. Okay. It helps you to see all sides of yourself, all facets of oneself. Even the shadow sides of ourselves can be seen mirrored through relationship. And so even that side of ourselves need to be embraced, right? We need to even embrace that and heal and work on those areas of the self so that we can continue to evolve as soul beings. So we're going to move on to understanding who we are. So we talked about relationships and how they work and how they are vehicles to help us to certainly grow and become a grander version of ourselves, right? And understand that we come here complete and whole, right? And that those relationships helps us to certainly see all facets of ourselves and decide who we are and who we want to be and decide to grow within the construct of these relationships, right? And so understanding that aspect of relationships and seeing relationships from that perspective, we now have an opportunity to understand who we are, right? And who those, other people are within the relationships that we are constructing, right? And so you are, or we are, as soul beings, are spiritual beings within a body that has cosmic, planetary, and numerical energies. Okay. So these unique planetary and numerical energy constructs who we are, or who you are, on a authentic level. So our planetary energies and our numerical energies are our makeup. They make who we are and who we are becoming at an authentic level. Okay, so they unlock our personality, our skill sets, our weaknesses, our strengths. Okay, our gifts. They unlock our lessons, our challenges, as well as our pathways. Okay. Of our experience that we call life. So, who you are from a planetary and cosmic aspect, okay, at a basic level, you are, or you embody, those astrological signs, the 12 astrological sun signs. So, which range from Aries to Pisces, okay? Which means when you are born, what day you're born on, the month, the day, and the location and time, it gives information. It's like a blueprint. It gives information about the soul. So you were born on a specific day for a specific reason. You were born at a specific time for a specific reason, and a specific location and geographic location for a specific reason. And all of that information embodies a lot about the soul. It embodies a lot about you and who you are and who you will become on this earth. Okay. The soul chose those dates and times and location for a specific reason. And so you, as a soul being, have an avatar, which is your body, which helps to be the vehicle to express those energies, right? And which you are born with. So the sun indicates the essence, right, of the inner self and your individuality. All right. And the underlaying keynote of your character. So if you are an Aries, there's a keynote of your character that underlays who you are, and the vitality, that vital energy, because that's what the sun is vital energy, life force energy. If you are a Taurus, then that gives a bit of a personality or vitality for that characteristic, and you embody that energy. Gemini, and so on and so forth. Okay, so those particular characteristics are embedded within your personality because you were born at a particular date, okay, where the sun was placed in that particular sign at that time, giving that vital energy off, okay, during the time in which you were born. So you embody the characteristics of that particular sign. So we're going to go through the different signs really quickly. And we're going to talk about some of the energies of those signs. Okay. So, let me just say, you're more than just your sun sign. All right. You're more than just that. I know a lot of people know what their sun signs are or their star sign is, but you embody a whole lot of different energies. And there's, you will find each of these planetary energies within you, as well as the zodiac signs within you. So even though you are, say, for example, you are a Cancer sun sign, even though you are a Cancer sun sign, there is Aries within you somewhere. There is Pisces within you somewhere. Okay. And we're going to certainly go over what that means. So Aries is I am. And Aries is a cardinal fire sign. It is I am. Aries is from March 21st to April 19th. Taurus is I have. That is the fixed earth energy, and that's April 20th to May 20th. Okay. Gemini is I think, and that is the season that we are in now. We're in the season of Gemini. And so this is the time to be analytically thinking, okay, logically and reasoning during this time, right? And so Gemini is I think, and it's mutable air. And so that's May 21st to June 20th. Cancer is I feel. Those are the keywords for Cancer. I feel, okay? And that's cardinal water. That's June 21st to July the 22nd. Leo is I will. Willing things into being is Leo. And that's fixed fire, okay? And that's July 23rd to August 22nd. And Virgo is I analyze. Mutable earth, August 23rd to September 22nd. And Libra is we balance. So that's balancing energy. All right. And that is September 23rd to August 22nd. Scorpio is I create, creating and transforming and transmuting energy. Okay. Life and death energy there. All right. It's transforming. So that's October 23rd to November 21st. And that's fixed water energy. Sagittarius is next sign. And that is I perceive, mutable fire, November 22nd to December the 21st. And Capricorn, its keywords is I use. Okay. And that's cardinal earth. And that's December 22nd to January the 19th. Aquarius is I know, fixed air. And that is January 20th to February the 18th. And Pisces, last but not least, is I believe, and that's mutable water. Okay. And that is January 20th to February the 18th. So with that being said, each of these signs have opposite signs. And that's something to take note in when you are establishing relationships or when you are in relationships. And the reason why I gave the dates is because there are a lot of times when I will, ask people, what are your signs? What's your sun sign? And they don't know because they know their birthdays, but they don't know which dates those signs fall in between. So I wanted to give the dates so that people will know what dates the signs fall in between. So if you have a child or your significant other, you're like, I know his birthday or I know her birthday, but I don't know what sign that falls under, what dates those fall, what sign that date falls under. So those are the dates. And so with that being said, the signs have opposite signs with them. And this is very important to know. Because with opposite signs, there can be some friction there, okay, with an opposite sign. So if you are an Aries, your opposite sign is Libra. If you are a Taurus, your opposite sign is Scorpio. If you are a Gemini, your opposite sign is Sagittarius. And right now, Gemini is in the North Node and Sagittarius is in the South Node, which is opposites. And we do have a lunar moon eclipse coming up on Friday in the sign. If you are a Cancer, your opposite sign is Capricorn. If you are a Leo, your opposite sign is Aquarius. If you are a Virgo, your opposite sign is Pisces. Very interesting because we have parents who have children who are their opposite sign. And they may be wondering, why is this child, what is going on? Why am I having friction? What is the conflict? Well, it may be very well due to the fact that they are an opposite sign of you. There's an opposite energy there, okay, where there is some friction, but it's very interesting because we have this dualistic viewpoint of this, right? Actually, the opposite signs are on the same spectrum, but they're just on different ends of that one line. So you share some similarities, right? Some similar characteristics, but there are also some characteristics that are quite different that you can learn from. So in other words, your opposite sign can learn from you and you can learn from your opposite sign, therefore creating a wholeness, okay? So there are certain things that you can learn from them and there are certain things that they can learn from you to actually bring about a wholeness. So for example, Aries and Libra. Aries is I am and Libra is we balance. So Aries is very self, it's me, mine, I. When Libra is we want to work together, we want to partner. So there are times to partner and work together, but then there are times for you to certainly be individualistic in nature and handle things on your own. So being able to balance those energies as a whole will certainly assist you. So keeping that in mind, if you have a significant other and you are the opposite, yes, there's going to be a little bit of friction, but try to find where you can learn from them and they can learn from you, and you can both grow together. Okay. So with that being said, we are going to certainly, look at the relationships in regards to the opposite signs. If you are an opposite sign and you are in a relationship with your opposite sign, you can certainly complete another, but you certainly will have to have a higher level of understanding, a higher level of consciousness, and be able to evolve and mature within that relationship. Okay. In regards to the signs, they are divided into what we call forces of energy. Okay. And those forces of energy we call triplicities. All right. And those forces of energy are the cardinal, the fixed, as well as the mutable. Okay. So I know that you may have heard me say cardinal, fixed, and mutable, and then a particular elemental energy, right? So with the triplicities, what we have is the cardinal. The cardinal signs are action. And that is their force energy. That is the way that they perceive their energy. They give off their energy in a very active, dynamic, and forceful manner. And these are our leaders. These are our visionaries, right? These are our cardinal signs. And these are Aries, Libra, Cancer, and Capricorn. They all start each of the equinoxes, okay? You have the winter, right? You have the spring, you have the summer, and you have the fall. So each of those signs start off each of the equinoxes. So for example, Cancer is a cardinal sign, and that begins the summer, okay? The summer equinox, all right? And so we're going to move on to the fixed signs. And the fixed signs energy is quite different from your cardinal sign energies, okay? Your fixed sign energy is the will. They are latent and they are stable force. Whereas cardinal was active dynamic force, your fixed signs are latent stable force, and your fixed signs are Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. Okay. And so with that being said, one person in the relationship may be a cardinal sign. They be ready to act. They want to act. But then your fixed sign, there might be someone in the relationship that's a fixed sign and they are not as active. They are more stable. They are more latent, right? And so the cardinal sign might be wondering, what is going on with this person? Why aren't they active? Why aren't they moving as fast? Well, that's because they are more stable. They are more latent in nature, okay? That's just who they are. And so last but certainly not least, we have our mutable signs. And our mutable signs are more adaptable. They are harmonizing. And so they're more flexible in nature. They kind of go with the flow. They're more pliable. They're like, look, we can do this and we can do that. We can go, okay, you want to change? We can change. We can go with the flow. And so our mutable signs are Gemini, the Pisces, Sagittarius, and Virgo. So that's wisdom energy. Okay, that's wisdom energy. So our cardinal signs are active, they are direct, and they are to the point. They are impulsive, okay, and they are impatient. All right. They are strong. Look at Diana. She's like, yes. They are strong ambition. Okay. They are interested in crises. They are interested in activity. They are interested in what is going on. What's going on? I want to be a part of the action. What's going on? What's going on? They are visionaries. Okay. Okay. Their importance is in the outer world. What's going on in the outside world. All right. I know for some of them, it might be kind of hard for them to kind of stay inside because they want to go and be active. Our fixed signs are consistent. Fixed signs are consistent. They are persistent. They are organized. Fixed signs can also be stubborn, strong-willed, and they are planners. They plan things out. Okay. They are the people who watch the store. They make sure that things go accordingly. Okay. They are interested in values and ideas. Okay. They are the planners. They have patterns and they are resistant to outer interference of change in a way. Okay. Because they are fixed in nature. All right. And so whatever it is, they believe that it is that, and it takes them a minute to kind of, be a little bit more flexible. And speaking of flexible, mutable signs, they are more pliable, they are more flexible, they are more adaptable, easygoing, a little bit more tolerant, okay, and free flowing as well. And they are interested in people and relationship. I call them our PR people. They go out and they are relationships. They build relations and they talk. They love to talk. They love to interact. Okay. Where, our fixed signs are the planners. They say, give me the information. I'll plan it and I'll organize it. Our cardinal signs are our visionary. I have the vision. I'm going to give it to you. And I want you to go ahead and take it and do what you need. I'll just stand back and, facilitate it all. So with that being said, our mutable signs, though, can be changeable so much that they lack in stability, all right? They can lack in stability because they are very changeable and very flexible at times. They can also be drifters as well, and these are our mutable signs where they will drift off because they will veer off here, they'll veer off there, they'll veer off to other areas, all right? So if you have a child that is a mutable sign, okay, that's something to take into consideration, or a spouse or a friend or a coworker or a business partner. So the signs are divided also into 4 elements. And we talked about the earth, right? Fire and water, right? And air. So, and these are the quadruplicities. And the quadruplicities or the elementals are the tools with which they do their work, okay, and express themselves, whether it's through the fire, water, air, or earth, okay? So fire and air signs are masculine in expression and they represent individuality. Water and earth signs are receptive and feminine and they represent the personality side of our nature, okay? They represent the personality side of our nature. So fire signs represent energy, enthusiasm, forceful, ardent, and extremely impulsive. They are active physical energy. Okay, that's fire and that's, intuition. So Aries is a fire sign and it's a cardinal fire sign. Okay, and so Aries is the fire head. It is untamed fire of impulse. Leo is also a fire sign, and Leo is a fire fixed sign. And Leo is steady, that fixed, steady, controlled fire of affection. Sagittarius is fire of wisdom and understanding, okay? As they get older, fire of wisdom and understanding. When they're younger, they're very free-flowing and, don't box me in. I want to go out and I want to do what it is that I would like to do and things of that nature. Moving to our air signs represent the mental plane. They are mental in nature. They are our thinkers, right? And it deals greatly with relationships as well. They like to gather knowledge and work through the intellect, all right? So Gemini is an air sign and Gemini is mutable, and that's the sign that we're in right now, represents intellect, who gathers and scatters knowledge. It gathers knowledge, but it also scatters it as well. Libra represents active intelligence, okay, or active judgment, and is balanced wisdom. So it gains through experience and suffering. That's Libra. Libra has to experience things in order to gain the knowledge and gain the information. All right. And Libra is certainly your an air sign, but it is it's more of a what can I say? It's not mutable because that's Gemini. It's a cardinal air. Okay, so it's leadership. Aquarius is my fixed or our fixed air sign, and Aquarius represents intuition. But that intuition is made constant, okay, through the use of the will. They are positive and creative. Now, moving on to our water signs, where air is thinking and mental, water is feeling and emotional. Water signs are plastic. They can be unstable at times, but they are reflective. And they are responsive and fertile. Very emotional. And right now we are under a lot of water energy right now. People are in their feelings and emoting right now, especially with all that's going on in the world. There's a lot of water going on. The moon is in Scorpio. Mercury right now is in Cancer. Those two are water signs. And so we've got Mars that's in Pisces right now, as well as Neptune in Pisces, and that's his ruling planet. So we've got a lot of energy, planetary energy in water right now. And water is very emotional. So people are going to be coming from their emotions during this time. So just be very aware of that. So water signs, again, are reflective. They are responsive. They are fertile. The water signs deal with our emotions and our astral level of expression. Astral, not necessarily physical, but the astral planes. Okay. And so Cancer is a water sign, and Cancer is our cardinal water, and Cancer is the cosmic mother, the sign of human family, all right? Creative, living, vital, and fertile force, okay? Cancer can be restless. It can be tossing waves of emotion. It's governed by the moon, and we have a full moon coming, and so there could be a lot of emotional tides happening, ups and downs, okay? Especially for my Cancers. Be very aware of that. Scorpio is the next water sign, and Scorpio is the controlled and master of the emotional nature through loving will, and it is fixed. It is fixed, okay? Fixed water. Pisces is the wise use of water. It is the emotional nature and compassionate understanding. So Pisces is mutable. Okay, mutable water. Pisces is free flowing at its best. Okay, if it is not disturbed, it is free flowing. Our earth signs are physical and ideal with, purely material affairs. So we're moving on to the earth signs. And so the earth signs are physical, and they deal with purely the material affairs. They are practical, and they represent the earthy field, the earth, the soil, grounding, okay, in which the personality is planted, is grounded. So where, our water signs are more feeling, astral, our earth signs are more grounded to the earth and fit, and stable and practical. So practicality is the order of the day for our earth signs. Taurus is an earth sign, and it represents endless patience and routine and the willingness to build slowly for eternity. So it's fixed, and it's earth. So it's very practical and methodical in nature, and it builds slowly but surely. They say about Taurus, you can lead them to the water, but you can't make them drink. You can lead them to where it needs to go, but allow them to slowly, build and get there to where they need to go. Virgo is another earth sign, and Virgo represents practical efficiency in little things. So they pay attention to the details. They're very detail oriented, Virgo. Okay. So they are efficient in little things, endless patience to detail. So they are mutable earth. Mutable earth. So flexible earth. Flexible yet practical. Okay. Capricorn is another earth sign, and Capricorn represents responsibilities, persistence, authority, in practical matters, common sense. Okay. And initiative is Capricorn. All right. So that is Capricorn. And Capricorn is your cardinal earth sign. So, definitely take, into account some of these energies when you are working with people, places, and things so that you'll know what energies you are working with, whether it's with your own children, whether it's with your spouse, with yourself, your parents, co-workers, business partners, and things of that nature. So you have an understanding of what type of energy you are working with and whether it is compatible with your energy and or not. And even if it is not, it gives you a framework as to how to work with the energy. Okay, so this is what I know about a Capricorn. They are, cardinal leadership, visionary energy, right? But they are also persistent and they have this authoritative energy. You may not be that authoritative. You might be more, flexible in nature, and you may be more free flowing, but they are not. So going in knowing allows you to plan and strategize as to how to work with the energy. Okay. And so that's the importance of that. And so that is the astrological section of the of this particular session. So we're talking about that. So if you are a water sign and you have fire sign energies that are children, you have the ability to you have the ability to certainly, as a water kind of, bring that emotional energy in to calm it down, to calm down the impulsive energy that might be there, the fiery energy that is there, and things of that nature. So it helps to certainly balance out that energy. Okay. If you are a sign and you have someone in your family that's an opposite sign, again, that's worth noting so that you're able to work with that particular energy when going in. Now, moving into the numerical standpoint of things, numerically, we also have energies as well. And the numbers actually are tied to the astrological signs and their planets, their governing planets. But today we're going to talk about the numerical energy. And if you are breathing right now with me, and then therefore you have a birthday, right? And you are alive. So if you have a birthday, a month, a day, and a year, that information gives insight, clarity, and direction in regards to who you are as well. So if you are breathing with me right now and you're breathing in that good prana and that good oxygen and things of that nature, then you are alive and well with vital energy, and you have a birthday, and that birthday has numbers. Okay. And those numerical energies certainly brings insight, clarity, and direction into your personality, the lessons that you are here to learn, your strengths and weaknesses, your challenges, even karmic debt and karmic energy as well. However, the day that you were born on, okay, bears great significance in understanding who you are and where your talents lie. So the day that you are born on. So if you're born on the 1st, if you're born on the 13th, if you're born on the 22nd, and things of that nature, that bears significance to your personality and who you are and your character and your gifts and things of that nature. So there are certain clues to your personality given the day. So let's see what they are. And that's for anyone, whether it's you, again, your child, your children, your spouse, your friends, your co-workers, your boss, even employees and people that you work with or that you employ, and things of that nature. Everybody has a birthday. Everybody has numerical energy. So those who are born on the 1st, I love this. I really do love this because it brings perspective. It's really good information. Those who are born on the 1st of the month, the 10th of the month, the 19th of the month, and the 28th of the month. Okay. They are what we would consider as numerologists one personality people. And one personality people are driven, they are ambitious, they are leaders, they are original, independent, they are forceful, and they are dynamic. So can you imagine having an Aries who's born on the 1st, the 10th, or the 19th, or the 28th? Right? And so this gives you a clue, you know, why the child might be behaving the way that they are, or why my spouse, oh my God, he's a leader. You have to allow them to, you know, express their leadership energies, right? Give them some duties, some type of leadership position, and then they will more than likely calm down, especially a child that's a one personality child. If you give them something to do of leadership, they will certainly, you know, they will certainly be more compromising or more easy to work with. Okay. And so they can also be bossy. They can be headstrong. They can be fearful, selfish, dominating, impatient, and also egotistical. So keep that in mind. So we're talking about the dual energy of the personality. Okay. Moving right along, those who are born, and I'm looking at the time. I'm doing good with the time. Yes. Those who are born on the 2nd, the 11th of the month, the 20th of the month, the 29th of the month, okay, are what we call as numerologists two personality people. All right. And so two personality people are gentle. They are understanding. They are peacemakers. They are considerate. Okay. They are artistic. They are loving. They are supportive. Okay. They are persuasive as well. They are not the aggressors. They are more persuasive. They are charming, and they are good listeners too. Okay. So this is wonderful information, so that if you are a two parent, right, and you have a one child, you know, you may talk to them, you know, talk things out as the parent. The one child is like, no, I want to get things going. I want to move it along. And so, you know, being aware that you are working with a one personality child, okay, it helps to bring in perspective as to how to work with them, because the energies of the personalities, when they are consecutive, they're opposites. Okay, so one energy is opposite the two energy. Okay, just like we talked about opposite signs, those are the opposites in regards to the numbers numerically. So two energy people can be, or two personality people can be moody. They can be critical. They can be shy. They can be changeable. They can also be insincere at times. Um, okay. Those who are born on the 3rd of the month, the 13th of the month, the 21st of the month, or the 30th of the month, those are our three personality people. They are governed by Jupiter, okay? The planet Jupiter. All right. They are popular in nature. So you're probably wondering, why is my daughter so popular? Or what's going on? Why is my son so popular? Well, it might be because he's a three personality and people love him or her. They attract people. Okay. They are popular in nature. They are optimistic. They are creative. They are very creative beings. Okay. They draw, they sing, they dance, they do, you know, okay. They're very artistic. They're joyful, they're active, very energetic, three personality people. Okay. They're so energetic that they can scatter their energies. So we just want to be aware of that. They are expressive. They are sociable. A lot of social media going on with three personality people. They can also be boastful. Okay. They can also be superficial in nature as well. They can also be gossipy. Okay. They can also be dictatorial, extravagant, and or scheming. So keep that in mind. Okay. Those who are born on the 4th of the month, the 13th of the month, the 22nd of the month, or the 31st of the month are practical. Where our 3 people are scattering and they a lot of energy, our 4 people are no, we're going to be practical. We're going to be grounded. We're going to be methodical. Okay. So our 4 people are, practical. They are methodical. They are solid. They are studious. They are organized, and they are punctual. Okay. They are orderly. They are also visionary. And they can also gear themselves towards the unusual or things that are different, not so conventional. And these are our 4 people, 4 personality people. 4 personality people can also find a good bargain. They will find a good sale. Yes, they will. And so they are also people who are slow. They are slower in nature. They like to take their time. They can be stubborn. They also can be moody. They can be spiteful in nature as well. They can also have a negative and or narrow attitude towards things as well. So just be aware of that. Oh, hello. Oh, are we still there?
Yeah, there was just
Okay.
someone who got unmuted and I just muted it.
Okay, awesome.
See?
So those who are born on the 5th of the month, 14th of the month, the 23rd of the month, okay, those are our 5 personality people. And they are freedom loving. They love their freedom. They are our travelers. They are our adventurers. They love to adventure out. Okay. They are clever. They are adaptable, very versatile. They are intellectual in nature as well. They they are literary. They like to, be communicative verbally and written wise. They like to write as well. They are also crisis oriented, our 5 people. Okay. They can also be vulgar at times, our 5 people, 5 personality people. They are wanderers. They can also be irritable in nature as well, because they like to move about. If you are a 5 personality, or if you know a 5 personality person, they have to be moving. They would not necessarily do well in a job that is stationary. They have to move about. They have to be flexible, move. Movement is their thing. They also have a tendency towards addictions. So be very aware of that. Whether it's food, drink, sexual nature, anything they can possibly gravitate towards any addictive behaviors. So just be aware of that. And that is our 5 personality people, because they are sensual. So anything that is sensual in nature, they gravitate towards sensual taste, sensual touch, sensual, and it can be overindulgent. So just be aware, and those are our 5 personality people. Those who are born on the 6th of the month, the 15th of the month, the 24th of the month are 6 personality people, and they are magnetic. They are compassionate. They are affectionate. We call that the mother, father, cosmic number. Very nurturing and loving. Okay, that's Venus's number, relationships. And so they are artistic as well. They are responsible, and they are caring. They can also be stubborn, doubtful. They can also be irresponsible as well. And they can also be uncaring. And that is the other side of them, of the self. Okay. And they can also be abstinent. Those who are born on the 7th of the month, the 16th of the month, the 25th of the month are our 7 personality people. And they are intellectual in nature, very analytical. Okay. They are intuitive. They are spiritual in nature. They gear themselves to the realm of spirit. Okay. They are independent. They are the truth seekers. They like to gather knowledge. Okay. And wisdom. They love nature. They are silent, and they are an authority in whatever field that they are in, okay? Because they're very studious. They love their quiet time because they like to study. And so there are times when they need time to themselves a lot, so that they can gather knowledge and information in a quiet space. And those are our 7. The number 7 in numerology is the most spiritual number in the number lineage. Okay. And so they are also, however, sarcastic. They can be cynical, and they can be withdrawn because they like to spend a lot of time in isolation a lot. Okay. So if you have someone that's a 7 personality, please don't take it personal. They just need their space to be alone at times. Okay. They can be nervous because they are worry warts. They worry a lot too. So be aware of that. They can be self-doubtful, deceptive, and fault-finding, where they can find fault in others. Those who are born on the 8th, and I'm looking at a 555, 555. Those who are born on the 8th, the 17th, and the 26th of the month are our 8 personality people, and they are determined. They are powerful. They are faithful. They are consistent. They are practical. Okay. They are capable with money. We call this the executive number. They are our CEO people. They are very good with money. 9 times out of 10, they are going to either own a business or become an entrepreneur or an accountant or anything dealing with numbers, okay, and finance. They are strong-willed, and they are authoritative, and they are loyal. They are also misunderstood. So if you have an 8 personality child, they may feel misunderstood. And so you want to certainly be aware of that as a parent, okay, or even as a spouse, okay. There are times they can feel misunderstood. They can become greedy at times. They can become morbid, destructive, hateful, and revengeful. So just be aware of that as well, and even cruel, okay? Those who are born on the 9th, the 18th, and the 27th of the month are our 9 personality people, and they are energetic, they're dynamic, they're inspirational, they embody leadership, they are very worldly, okay? They are oriented, and what I mean by worldly, people from different walks of life are drawn to them. They are oriented, leadership oriented. They are daring, humane, with a universal outlook. And that's that, bringing everyone together, and people from all walks of life and cultures are drawn to them. They do not see any prejudices, okay? They can also, but they have to grow and mature into that. They can also be quick-tempered, impulsive, combative. They can also be emotional as well, and also narrow-minded. So I just want to point that out. They can also be daydreamers and lack direction. So you want to help them out. So that concludes the information that I have for you guys. I hope that it was informative, and that you were able to receive some insight, clarity, and direction in regards to, the astrological signs and the numerical energies and how they work together. And I certainly hope that if the information about relationships and how they are vehicles to help to assist us in being grander versions of ourselves, also helps during this time as well. So
Thank you so much, TS. We got some comments. Forgive me if I mispronounce your name. Journée Bimwala says, I love this. Thank you. It was very informative.
you are so welcome.
Laura Pereira, sorry, I'm not pronouncing the names correctly. Thank you so much. This was amazing. And I concur, this was densely packed with so much information that we could rewatch and relearn. someone else says it was beautiful as always. That must be someone you know.
Oh, yes. Okay.
um, thank
Oh,
you.
Nike.
Thank you. I will be putting the replay up along with your contact information for anyone who wants to follow up with you
Sure.
and work with you. And if you have another minute, I wonder if anyone has any burning questions that
Sure.
they need answered.
Mm-hmm.
Did you, if you just want to ask a question, just unmute yourself and give us a shout out. You know, I think perhaps we are saturated. So that it was beautiful as always was from Neke. Is that
Yes, Nike.
Hi, guys.
hi?
Greetings.
Hi, how are you? It was good. Very, very good. Always informative. I highly recommend her. She's really good. Very good.
Thank you, Nike. Awesome.
Thanks for the encouraging recommendation. All right, well then we'll bring it to a close. If you have a final comment or remark to share with us, I'm so grateful for your time and for all your wisdom. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Give thanks. I thank you, Diana, once again for putting this together and opening up for opportunity for people to come together and share information. And this is what a wonderful time to share information in regards to this Gemini energy. This is the season to be sharing information and knowledge and gathering information and knowledge. And so we're right in alignment with you know, this cosmic energy that we have going on right now in this Gemini season. And I just thank you for allowing this to take place and putting it together. Yes, lovely. And, you know, for those of you who are still on, I am going to be on at 7 p.m. talking about this full moon, this lunar eclipse at 7 p.m. on tonight on Facebook at Astronumerologist 7 is my Facebook page. So you can certainly come there and join us there as well. We will be talking about the full moon lunar eclipse in Sagittarius, and we're going to certainly be talking about more of this energy that we are experiencing on a whole. And so what I would like to say in closing remarks is certainly to not only maximize your now moment and keep moving forward, but in this moment in time, try to stay as neutral as possible. Try to conserve your energies. Do not allow for information or things outside of you to pull you in, okay, and take you off of your divine path and your purpose, and to you know, take you away from being centered and grounded. There's a lot of information outside right now that is pulling us here, there, and everywhere. And so I just want to certainly encourage each other to, you know, view everything that we are experiencing right now from a level of detachment. And also seek neutrality if you can. Just stay neutral and be the observer and not absorb. Observe and not absorb. Okay, so we can stay centered and grounded during these times. Yes, but we're going to be talking more about that on my Facebook page at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on tonight. And that is at Astronumerologist 7. Thank you, Diana. I think Diana just put it there. And so we're going to be there on tonight at 7 p.m. talking about current events as well as you know, the full moon lunar eclipse in Sagittarius. And so, yeah, I just encourage people to certainly try to seek the information or what you're seeing in the media with a level of detachment. Just try to stay neutral, stay grounded and centered, meditate, do sound healing if you need to, all of those things, aromatherapy, everything that you can, you know, pull out. I know Deanna is wonderful wound healer. She just does the thing. And I know you can certainly use the herbs that we need to calm us and things of that nature. We need to stay centered and grounded during this time. And yeah, that's
Thank
what I was.
you. Thank you. To piggyback on that, just trust that we all have a purpose, and there are plenty people doing the work on
Yes.
every level, and we don't have to be the person that does everything. So we
Nope.
just do our part, right? Tap
Mhm.
into our gifts
That's
and
right.
our medicine, and together, collectively, it will get done. Just trust in that.
Yes. Love it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
And
again.
I'm sending much peace, love, light, healing, and continued blessings and protection to everyone here and everyone in the world and the earth. The earth, Mother Gaia, Mother Earth needs the healing. She needs us right now. If we take care of her, she will take care of us. And so just sending that to you and your families and loved ones.
Thank you. Thank you. And to everyone who will watch the recording,
Yes,
uh, please enjoy all of these nuggets of wisdom, and take it to heart and follow your path.
indeed.
Okay. Thank
Awesome.
you and good night.
Have a good night.